Hey YouTube, it's me. I'm coming today with no foundation on because I'm gonna do a semi-review and show y'all how I use NARS Sheer Glow. Now the two colors I have are Cadiz and Macao. Macao is too dark. I thought it was gonna be the color because like Cadiz is too red light. I'll just swatch it on my face. Just kind of. That's Cadiz, and it's medium, I think, dark medium or medium dark, close. And then this is the Macao. They don't sell this one at Sephora, so I got it from Saks. But that's that one. And you'll think like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the color, but it goes on so dark, and like my chest area is lighter than my face. So it looks a mess. So I thought I was going to be able to use it once I tan for the summer, but it still wasn't enough. So I'm just going to show y'all what I do. I still could kind of use it just to deepen up some areas, but oh well. So I'm going to use my Sigma I think it was the 197, but they changed it to the flat synthetic Kabuki, and I love this brush. I really love it. I use it like all the time for foundation. And shake it up. And I didn't buy the pump. I'm contemplating it, but I just still hadn't brought it. This foundation isn't very runny. Like, see, I could turn the bottle over and it's not just going to all come out like face and body. It'll be all over the place. So, see, I have about that much. I need a lot of coverage. So, and see, those are like the marks, my really dark marks that I've been picking at. But overall, my face is getting better. So all I do is dab it in there. You've seen this 100 million times. And just stipple it all over. Mauve. And then, see, still got a ton left on my hand, even after all of that. Go down my neck a little bit. And I'm about a NC 45 in MAC. If you're thinking for color. My MacBook washes out a little bit of my color though. Just so you know, it makes me look a little bit paler. So to say. But I've posted pictures before, so if you've seen those, you can see pretty much more what my true color looks like. Now, this is just the one layer. And you see how much coverage? Like, I know some people say this don't have coverage, but if it could cover my situation, I'm pretty sure it could cover. Now, for most people, this would be enough, but for me, not so much. So, usually what I do after this part, I go in with my Kevyn Aucoin. I use this stuff like every day. A lot of times I've been using these two together. This is a Sonia Kashuk Tinted Moisturizer and the Kevyn Aucoin. That's been pretty much my summer routine. And I did a video, but I hadn't posted it because it's too long. Then just take some on my finger and just go over like all the really dark acne spots. And a little bit under the eye. Just because it's left on my finger. Yeah. I must have tore these two spots up. They started off as a little tiny spot. By the time I finished with it, half of my cheek was black. I think I learned my lesson by now. Now, I still have a little bit left on the back of the hand. And what I do is that I kind of use that to blend out the concealer. So I sandwich my concealer in. Because I can't just usually just wear concealer and powder. It's way too obvious for me. So what I do is like I put a layer of foundation. Then I put concealer like wherever, you know. See how this one is the 13. I used to mix the 13 and the 12. But it just too much damn work. That's pretty much it. I'm just lazy right now. I guess if it really counted. But you can kind of see where the spots are at. It's not too dark. It's just like too orangey. So I just go back over that and stipple it in. And this is how I blend. I don't really buff foundation, so to say, just because I've been buffed all of it right off. So but this brush right here just kind of blends everything perfectly. Like, I've used a lot of flat top brushes. I've used the Sonia Kashuk. I have the MAC 130. I have the Stila one, like the blush contour brush. I have the Philosophy Supernatural buffer brush. I have a lot. And I have to say, this is my favorite because it is dense, like as you see, but it has enough, like it's soft enough to where it don't disturb. It doesn't get cakey really fast. And, you know, that's a lot of issues that I have with the other one. So this one works great. Now, I'm going to let this sit for a second. And I can tell you on my eyes that I wore Arena on the lid and Rich Flesh. And let's see. Show y'all what they look like. Now, y'all seen these 100 million times. But this is Arena. That color there. And Rich Flesh. I don't depot my shadows. I don't know why. But this is Rich Flesh. And this is from the N collection. And I think I put maybe a little texture. And just use the 222 brush stuff. And eyebrows, I use my Wet n Wild, which I love. It says limited edition, and I'm really hoping it's not, because now I'm going to have to go look just to see. But it has a wax, and I just kind of use that on the brows with the middle and the dark color at the end. And I'm doing this talking because I don't like to put powder until my face kind of sets in, because if not, the powder will kind of grab at certain areas, and it won't give off as good of application, I guess you could say. So I'm using my Iman Second to None Luminous Foundation in Clay 1. I love this stuff. And I guess I use my 138 brush for powder. I used it yesterday and I didn't clean it. Oh well. So it's powder down my nose. And this powder is great. Like, if you could find this, they don't sell it here in San Antonio. And back in Louisiana, they sold it all over the place. So usually when I go to Dallas or Houston or somewhere like that, or back home, I'm stocking up. Like, I'm buying like 2 and 3. So I guess I just need to make trips home often. I'm not sure if you can find it online. I hadn't really looked that much. I'm going to use my 136 instead. This is a flat one. It doesn't disturb your makeup when you're applying heavier makeup. So it works out better. And I'm like, I'm more of a specialty for a full coverage face. I'm not your natural girl. That's just not me. So, I don't know if you can kind of see. I'm all up in the screen. Now, see, makeup will never cover up texture. And this that bump, I picked that. But it can still kind of make it just blend in a little bit better. So, from far away, I'll be alright. But when I get up close, like, ooh, what's that? But, oh well. Then for my highlight, I'm going to use Laura Mercier. This is the Super Brightening Powder. Secret Brightening Powder. And I'm putting it on the 225 brush. And I just kind of pat it under the eye. Now, this stuff looks really nice in person. But I've noticed that on pictures, it does not photograph well at all. With flash photography, it doesn't agree with it much. And I love this brush because like I could get into crevices so good. Like on the side of my lip, like I get a little crease right here sometimes, so I just kind of buff the foundation away from there so it doesn't crease. Because I don't have a mark right there to cover, so. And under the eyes, perfect. And for blush, I'm going to use Superdupernatural. This was limited edition with the holiday collection, but I love it. And I'm using the 136 brush again. It just lights up the face for me. And for lip gloss, I'm going to use 3N. And this is the N collection, but it came back out with something too. One of those winter collections. And that is it. That is my Sheer Glow face. So I hope you like it. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.